Hey girl, I want to welcome you to the LR podcast where we are going to break the, can we insert the air quotes real quick, beliefs that are holding women back from living their best lives. What's up? My name is Jamie Summers.
And she's my sister from another mister. My name is Monique Ricci, and we are two 41-year-old mamas with certifications, degrees, and so much freaking experience, not only crushing our own health goals, but helping hundreds of women crush theirs too, and men. But really, this is for you ladies.
It's because we've been there, we get it, and we got you. I mean, Mo and I have been in the fitness and nutrition industry for 975 million years? And we've seen just about what feels like everything out there, all the fads, all the diets, all the freaking gimmicks, and we're over it. We're over the lies. It does not have to be that complicated, and we are here to tear it all down.
Yes, which is why in our first series, we're starting the whole new year, new you BS, resolutions, goals you can't stick to. That's the belief we're smashing first because it's crap and we're over it.
Exactly. And speaking of crap, Mo, do you want to go to the ladies' room?
Yes, let's freaking go. We have stuff to talk about. If your plan lists off 800 potential side effects.
Oh my gosh. Oh, don't even. Are we going there today?
Right.
Oh, and you know what? I have had people that have sat across, and you know how I said, could it be this simple? Could it be eating whole foods, filling in nutritional gaps with whole food nutrients that we can't get from our grocery stores because they're ultra processed, things have been purposely removed, things have been stripped. Like we are not getting the same amount of nutrient quality as we once did because soil depletion, and like that's another topic for another day. And how about the track record of how many people, whatever you decide to do, how is it helping the person that you're talking to, and how is it they turned around and helped other people? I've had people that have this is a simple plan, this is what you got to do. And they chose that thing with all the things. And you know what? They couldn't even do one push-up. That's how they had no energy. And they lost a shit ton of weight, right? I think 35 pounds like that. And guess what? They couldn't sustain that little itty bitty 5-in-1 blah blah blah. And now they gained even more back. And I warned them that's what's going to happen. Because they are setting you up for failure. They're painting a dream that isn't reality. Yeah. And this is what is going to happen. Yeah. And it did. Yeah. You should not feel weak during your process to your health.
Right. Or nauseous or not hungry.
You should feel awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Energetic without buttloads of caffeine. Right.
Energetic without buttloads of caffeine, not nauseous to the point where you're turned off from food you don't even want to eat. That's something that you are putting in your body that is causing you to not, your body needs fuel. Going back to what we talked about with the fire, we can't
eat.
Yeah.
And that restriction, that diet, right? Removing, taking the restriction off, keto is one of the biggest ones people are going to be doing, right? Oh, the Atkins diet, the South Beach diet. I've done both of them.
Yeah.
Did it help me? I thought it did, but then I gained even more back. It's what happens. But there are critical nutrients in our whole grains, in our carbohydrates that we genuinely need. And if we are doing those type of diets and we're not getting that in, well, our body isn't able to function how it should because it's lacking.
Yep.
Restriction doesn't work. It just doesn't.
No, I'm with you. You got to eat all the foods that were created for food in moderation. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah.
You're getting a phone call.
We're getting a phone call. I never get phone calls.
You have a landline?
You know me, you call this and this is on silent. But yeah, we still have some. Huh?
You have a landline?
Yeah. You don't have a landline?
Who has a landline? My grandma has one.
Hi. Does she like green olives?
No.
See? People that don't like green olives, they have a landline, okay? That's what happens. And she probably drinks vodka. Yes?
No. I think back in the day she did, but not
now. But yeah, I think it's freeing when you decide, you know what? I'm not doing a freaking diet this New Year's.
Yeah.
I'm going to learn how to fuel my body based on my metabolism and my goals. That is
Yes.
what you should be focused on. That is what you should be doing because that is the only thing that is going to allow you the freedom. It's going to allow you the results. It's going to allow you to maintain your results because you are not going to play the restriction card. And when you're hanging on to that restriction ball, you're going to let go of that. And it goes back to what I said on our last talk of, well, if you can't hang on to this, you can't do this for the rest of your life. How do you expect to keep your results from that thing for the rest of your life?
Right.
It's not going to happen.
No.
So why do it?
No.
That's not true health. That's not true goals. Like it's a moment, and the problem is a lot of those things restrict so much that it's not the fat that we're losing. Like I think we need to talk about breaking down the word weight loss. That could be another topic for another day. So maybe I won't say it here.
Metabolic health, eating for your metabolic health, like that
Yeah.
again goes back to what you were just starting to talk about, which is how about instead of diet and one size fits all and trinkets and toys and magic potions, like what if we just learned those macro and micronutrients that we need according to our own metabolism so that we can nourish our metabolism and our cells so
Right.
that we can continue to, you know, feed the beast, if you will, and age backwards metabolically, or at least not age 10 years older than what we actually are, because that's where a lot of people are. The people that I've seen are 5 to 7 years older metabolically. That's where their metabolism is functioning than their actual age.
Yeah.
We don't want to be there.
No.
No.
Nope.
So yeah, I'm with you. If this season is the year, who wants to sit out there and go one more time, say, okay, this is my year. Like, damn well it's not. You're not gonna, you tried keto last year. Like you said, you tried South Beach last year and not knocking it because we understand. We totally understand.
I'm gonna knock it. I like eating bread.
You,
Screw
no,
that diet.
I'm saying like not knocking you for like not
Every day I eat bread.
not finishing because it's set
Right.
up like you said to not be sustainable and
Right.
not knocking you for wanting and desiring to like we just were talking to someone earlier and yeah you want to feel darn sexy and beautiful and all like that's
Yeah.
that's normal and you can um and it's not complicated and I think it truly does start when you say let's burn the diet. Let's burn down
Let it
this.
die.
Yes, let's burn it away. And now let's shift and refocus to metabolic health and learning those micro and macronutrients that I need and figuring out how I'm going to get those into my body so that my body, a brilliant machine, can do what it needs to do.
Right. Yeah. But I guarantee you, where you're at in your health, where I'm at in my health, that's why I'm so loud about it on my social media. People they assume you must eat kale and drink air, right? Like, it's what people assume because they associate like health with doing all this crazy restrictive, you probably work out 7 days a week, you do all these things that I could never do. And I'm like, you're working out more than me. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's not complicated. It's not hard. What makes it hard is when we set ourselves up for failure, when we think we're doing the right thing. And we've all been there. We've all done it. I'm pretty sure everybody listening, if I was like, hey, have you ever done a diet? Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we don't
And
need to do a diet. They don't work.
right. Well, and diet is also what you're consuming through your eyes, through your ears, and your
Oh,
network, like
so
because
good.
that belief is going to fuel your action, right? So if you're surrounded by people that are speaking otherwise or you're watching things that are otherwise, there everything is messaging you constantly, 24/7. There is everything out there, and that in a diet is anything you're consuming, whether it's what you're watching, hearing, eating, It's whatever you're consuming. And so what's wild is that it is like that domino effect and they are all intertwined. So
Right.
we could, give you your metabolic plan and you're still consuming content that is not helpful through your eyes or ears, or you're surrounded by people and listening to people that are still in a different place. And I feel like that will also affect your result moving forward down the road, And I think that that's the
Absolutely.
other
It will
beautiful
taint
part.
it.
That's the other beautiful part about our blueprint, I think, is that it is also it also helps with that. Like we talk about and share what's coming in through the eyes is always good. What's coming in through the ears is always good. And we have that community aspect of it, and that
Right.
and I think that that's also another piece that when we're looking at a cold hard diet or we're looking at cold hard New Year's resolution plan, you're like on your own just consuming kale and watching nonsense online, and you're trying so hard, and then you're surrounded by the family that's like, come on, just have a drink, and you're like, but I can't, and you're
Right.
just miserable and frustrated. And it's like over here we're burning the diets, we got the blueprint, and you're surrounded by women that are like, yeah, I had this today, and oh my god, that sounds delicious, give me the recipe, I had this, oh that, like
Right.
it's just a beautiful thing. It's so it's freeing.
It really is. And I feel like so when you're looking at let me add a wrench in this. I don't know why I'm thinking of it, but I feel like it needs to be said. There are things that we consume, that we eat, that are stumbling blocks in our life. There are things that if you are not on your path long enough, it will tornado you back to where you were trying to run away from. Me, Oreos all day, every day. I will even say and trick myself at the grocery store, oh, they're on sale. They're for my son. And as I'm putting the groceries away, a whole row. I don't know what happened to it. I'm the only one home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are things that are stumbling blocks. Doesn't make it bad. It makes it to where maybe I need to get grounded in my mindset and remember why I said I needed to do this thing before I get to that point of the Oreos. And even who the hell bought the Oreos? I did. Am I self sabotaging myself because I'm not ready to be like, I don't need that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like people have to know their vices.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean you're on a diet, but if
Mm-hmm.
it's a vice, it takes 21 days to break an old habit. That's what they say, that's what they claim. So maybe you put that up on your mountaintop and be like, when I reach this, I'm going to have that. Maybe
Is
you need
that
to
how
set
you
things
live
aside instead of a diet, let's burn the hell out of the diets. Maybe it's let's call our vices what our vices are and let's set that aside and put it up on the mountaintop. And when I get to the point where like I had people that were like, I'm not having any alcohol. They started in August. I'm not having any alcohol until Halloween because we have a big old bash and like I want to sell like so I'm gonna put that up on the mountaintop so I can chase that. You know what I mean? So maybe it's burn the diet, know your vice, put the vice up on the mountaintop, and call it a day. And don't take any food groups out and know how to eat for your metabolism and your goals. And if you don't have someone in your corner that can map that out, like we need to make your corner a little bigger. Hi, my
right?
name is Jamie Summers, and this is
Monique Ricci.
you said that all very slow. Monique
I
Ricci.
feel weird saying my name.
I know. I always say Jamie Summers. I don't know
I
why. The
don't
Bionic
know
Woman.
why.
Have you ever heard of that?
I don't know why. I feel weird. I'm all like I'm blushing.
Well, mic drop right there. There we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else on diet?
Well, no, I was going to ask you. So you are someone that I think this would actually be cool. So if we could give a tip to people listening just right now, like one thing that they could apply before they get the blueprint, before they were to like find out more or listen to more of what we're sharing, something they could walk away with. Maybe they're listening and are like, yeah, right on. Yeah, sure. Now like tell me something. What would be like maybe your number one like diet tip that's a not diet tip. And also I'm curious because I don't and I don't know why. I don't have that like thing. I don't have that thing, like an Oreo thing.
Advice.
Like I don't even like I'm telling you with the cheesecake, like if it's here, I'll have like a piece. I'm so sensitive to how I feel that like I don't that doesn't that doesn't like excite me to like want to eat a whole sleeve of Oreos or like that old vice. Like I don't have that thing. So I guess I'm curious to know like knowing being somebody who knows that feeling and has that thing, how do you go about maybe that's a tip that you could share with somebody else out there that has that? Because for me to be like, oh, just have one, like that person will probably want to punch me in the face because
Yeah.
that's what I would do. I'd be like, well, I'll have one and I'll like hit the craving and be gone, you know? Because other than like peanut butter and cheesecake, and even those, like I'm telling you, I don't overindulge. I just don't
Yep.
have that, like, I don't have to eat the whole jar. I don't have to eat
Right.
the whole thing. Like,
So easiest thing, don't buy it. If it's not in the house, you can't eat it. So that's the easiest thing. So never go to the grocery store hungry. There's that.
well,
Stay
that,
on the outer edges, which they've gotten very smart with. They put the crap in on the outer edges. The Oreos are now there.
really,
Yeah, at least at our grocery store. Yeah.
wow, I know you.
Yes. An apple, you don't have to worry about an apple, right? Like apple's an
Yeah,
apple, doesn't have a lot of ingredients. So
yeah.
like never go to the grocery store hungry. Don't buy the dang thing. I'm a mama too. I had them both when I was 23. They're not twins. Just did a number on me. But you're also not a short order cook. So just because like it's not mom's food and then the family's food, you know what I mean? Like it's how we all should be eating.
Mhm.
So like don't put the mindset on, well, this is for me and this is for them. Because then like if I tell you no, you can't have it, you'd be like, watch me. You know what I
Right.
mean? So like don't put that mindset on the thing. And if it's not in the house, you're not gonna eat it. So like that's the easiest way to not consume it is don't purchase it.
Yeah.
And also having the awareness around it, like my the protein that I take in, 3 Oreos has more calories than my protein that I consume. Like 3 Oreos versus the protein that's giving me all the amino acids that I need.
Mhm. Yeah.
What's your worth? What's worth it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's kind of how I think about my own nutrition and stuff. You know, like I've talked to you a little bit about that. It's just like honoring my body, honoring my temple, like that this
Yeah.
one body that I get, you know, at this point I did years and years and years of destruction to it. So I know like to be able to have the opportunity to have another day to go like let me try to reverse some of the damage I did and
Yeah.
let me try to like heal and give it what it needs to, you know, function optimally is like kind of I guess why I'm like I don't have that struggle because I look at it like you and maybe it's education, right? Like getting around the right people and really understanding the simple truth, not like the overcomplicated, not the hype nonsense that's not even truth. um Not cutting out all these food groups like you said and just understanding that macro and micronutrition on a surface level basis level like simple level, right?
Yep.
um, and realizing like more of that is where you want to be, and when you actually do eat more of that you lose those cravings, you know,
You know why? Do you know why?
not all. I mean, we're girls, so we still get, I do get the like, give me a piece of dark chocolate, babe, I need dark chocolate. And I comes home, actually this just happened. I was like in that time of the month and I'm like, I need dark chocolate. We don't have any in this house. I had like gotten rid of all the chocolate chips. Maybe chocolate chips is my vice too. Dark chocolate chips. But I used to eat them by the handfuls, like just go in the cart. I would eat them like chips, popcorn. So we didn't have anything, no chocolate anywhere in the house. And I was like, I need dark chocolate. And my husband's like, you need it? And I'm like, I need it. And he's like, all right, send your son. So I sent my son to the store, and he came back with 12 chocolate bars. 12. He didn't know what I wanted. Comes back with 12, and he
That's a
laid it
good
out
son.
on the counter. And like my son's girlfriend's here, like everybody's here. And I'm like, okay, and I'm going through. I picked the one that was like least ingredients, darkest chocolate, but it had like sea salt. And I was like, okay, I take one square and I walk away. I was like, oh, this is what I wanted. And everybody looks at me and are like,
One square? That's
one
it?
square, that's what you're having? And I was like, yeah. Like I just needed that one little like savor the moment, eat the square, like I don't know. Like to me that was like it was it. And then they were like looking at this whole counter full of chocolate. Like, what do we do?
You're set for the whole, like,
Yeah, I got the year's
how
worth
many
of
squares
chocolate.
are in a piece of chocolate? You're good for the next 7 years.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We still have cravings. That was my point, is that I still did crave chocolate, but I just don't. It's not like I needed the whole bar to feel good.
Right. Yeah. People associate a lot of things with food. Cravings a lot of times, especially us women that time of the month, but a
Yep.
lot of times cravings have more to do with nutrient deficiencies,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
So, but
I
yeah,
did. I did read that back in the day when I was eating a ton of chocolate, because actually
magnesium.
magnesium and iron.
Hmm.
Um, when I had my first son, I was super young. I was 21, and I was breastfeeding, and I was still getting a handle on like eating healthy. I had a lot of like body dysmorphia and food issues and all that. And I was breastfeeding, and this baby just kept like projectile vomiting and like and I'm going to the
Talented that.
and I'm like, what is going on? And at the time, I had switched to like a holistic pediatrician, or a naturopath or something. And she was like, tell me what your diet is. And I'm like, so proud. I'm telling her all this like healthy food. I'm eating kale, like all the things, right? And then I did write down the truth that I was eating about 1 bar of dark chocolate a day. And she was like, whoa. She's like, hold up. She's like, that can irritate their gag reflex or whatever because of the caffeine and something else in the chocolate. She's like, try cutting that out and see what happens. And he was good as gold.
Yeah.
So, but it was linked to vitamin, iron.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Crazy.
yeah, fix the macro and micronutrition, and you fix the
You'll
cravings.
never have to diet again.
No cravings, no more diets.
Screw the diets. I will tell you, a lot of people tell me once they see like how I map everything out, it's like this is the simplest thing I've ever done with the best results that I've ever had, and I've never felt like I could eat this much.
Yes.
I'm like, because we don't do a diet.
Yes.
Like, simple.
Done.
Yeah. Well, are you going to be eating bread in the new year?
Me?
Yeah.
Girl, I make sourdough. Heck,
I know. That's why I asked. I was like,
I'm
maybe you can be like giving us that recipe.
yeah, that's like my jam. I make a loaf a day because my family just devours it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna make, actually this week I'm gonna make a pizza roll dough, like a pizza bread.
Oh, cool.
'Cause my son likes to take that to lunch and like dip his little pizza roll.
When I was in my diet era, you were talking about the cauliflower crust, and I chuckled. I made like a chicken breast crust.
Oh my gosh.
It was a barbecue chicken pizza, and the bottom of it was the crust was chicken.
No.
Doing too much. You're doing
No.
too much.
No, you're doing too much.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, 87-year-old Nona, 93-year-old Nona eating her pasta, eating her sauce.
Yeah. There you go.
She's not eating chicken breast pizza dough.
Talk about the timing in the kitchen. Yeah, that's another thing. I ain't a big meal prepper either. Like,
Oh.
if you're going to be in the kitchen for hours, you got to enjoy the process. It's got to be a part of your life,
Yeah.
right? We don't do
Yeah.
crazy recipes, any of that. No.
No.
So, cheers. I got my water. I got my vodka right here. Just kidding. It's water. Cheers to burning the damn diets. We don't need them. They restrict us. They never ever last,
Nope.
like ever.
Nope.
And then we're like professionals at yo-yoing. Screw that.
You also get time back. Let's
You
just
get
be
time back.
honest. Because you're not wasting time trying to figure out the next plan because how complicated they are. And now you have to schedule everything, meal prep, blah, blah, blah. Or you're searching that what's the best way to eat? What's the best plan for that? Like you get all your time back. You get
Right.
your time, you can do other things, fun
Right.
things.
Right. You know your BMR.
Yeah.
You prioritize your protein.
Yeah.
Some people feel awesome on high carb. Some people feel awesome on high fat. You got to listen to your body.
Yep.
And you got to keep it consistent.
Yep.
Don't bounce around from plan to plan.
No, that's like the worst.
No. Nope. I just want to give my body what I need and live my happy, healthy life. Screw the diet.
And on that note, what's for lunch or snack? What time is it? What are you eating today?
It is 1:36 at my house in Indianers. What is on the menu right now? Nothing right now. I'm in between. So
Oh,
it was avocado toast, my bread, 4 eggs every day. Fun fact about me, 4 eggs, avocado mash. So good. Get it at Costco, organic, like done. Dave's Killer Bread, so good. Every day. I eat it for lunch. It's not breakfast. I eat it for lunch. Yep.
sure.
And then next will be in about an hour, macadamia nuts
No,
and my protein shake.
I do like some macadamia nuts.
I love macadamia nuts, but you have to weigh them. Those little, they
Oh,
creep up.
they do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I weigh everything. And
We're
it's
gonna
just,
have chili tonight for dinner because we got snow today.
I love chili.
I like chili. That's again, I also don't meal plan like crazy psychotic like ahead of because I like have to feel out the day. What do we want today? Because if I were like sticking like we have to have chicken today, I'd be so disappointed. I'd be like, I don't want that.
And then I'm on the other side of it. I like theme my days because everything's like go, go, go. So
I
like
do
Mondays
that.
and Thursdays, I like to do chicken, whatever, like rice or sweet potatoes, veggies, whatever I want. Switch it
Yeah.
up with like sauces, spices, whatever. Tuesdays, always Taco Tuesday in the Summers house, grass fed, grass finished beef. If you have a Costco by your house, you have to look for Fresca, organic, uncooked tortilla shells, flour. Change your life. You will never eat another taco shell in your life, ever.
Can't eat that because that's gluten.
That's right. Well, I'll have that while you eat your green olives.
I'll
Oh,
still
it's
support.
so good.
I'll get it from my family because we do
Yeah.
have. I'll get it from my family.
But I will tell you another tip. You asked about, like, hey, can you give them something? Don't put on the perspective of, I got to buy the keto bread or I got to buy the low fat this or I got to buy the health. Like, it's all marketing. And I will tell you a chocolate chip cookie made with clean organic ingredients, full sugar cookie, or the keto cookie that doesn't have a lot of sugar in it, the full sugar cookie is going to be so much healthier for your
Right.
body because your body understands what to do with those nutrients.
Right.
The fake stuff hangs out on the outside of your cells. So when you're doing those diets, a lot of diets come with a lot of fake ingredients. So keep that in mind.
Girl, I'm so glad you said this too because also don't fall for all the hype of like the healthier foods. Like I think I told you I was buying that Garden of Life or Garden for I don't know some Eden brand of protein for the longest time, and it had greens in it. I'm thinking like we're lighting it up. This is so good, and then boom, an article comes out, and it's like the worst protein you could buy, but it's like sold at Whole Foods and sold
Yep.
at this other. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, because there's no clarity and there's no like regulation on what they're actually putting in there. It's crazy. And again, like the keto bread or the processed candies or like all that stuff, and then your protein shakes and all these things are just laced with so much trash that, like you said, that if we can simplify and strip it back, you're way better off. Just eat the like simple version of whatever you're trying to like fix over
Yep.
here.
Or if you're in the supplement aisle, right? Like make sure it has a pharmaceutical license behind it
Mm,
because that means that 100% of what is on the label is 100% in the bottle.
that's a good
And
tip.
unfortunately, in the supplement industry, you're lucky if you get 20% like out of that bottle. That's what science proves. 20% in a lot of those supplement companies. It's not formulated with your best health in mind. So you got to be very careful with your supplements. Supplements are very, very important because we're lacking a lot of things, but there's nothing more expensive than a product that doesn't work. So you have to pay attention to what you're putting in your body.
True. So
But
true.
yeah. And no more diets.
We're done.
We're done.
Burn 'em.
Burn them. On that note, should we burn something else?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's end this one and we'll
Okay.
come back and see you all mañana. Should we come back tomorrow?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
in.
Any last words?
No. I'm gonna go find my lighter. I'm gonna burn some stuff.
I love it. And I'm going to wait for that sourdough recipe. I'll be eating bread.
I'll send you a loaf.
Oh, perfect.
I
Don't
don't
put olives in it, please.
know. I haven't done that yet. I don't think I would like that.
No, no.
I'm like basic. I'm so basic. I just like a basic whole wheat sourdough loaf.
Sounds delish. All right. Well, with that, burn those diets, eat that damn bread, eat real whole foods. And if you need any help, drop a comment below.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
Yeah.
Simplify it. So, on that note, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.